Okay, so we've got a photo up here from r/Lego, and it's a Christmas themed Legos set up beside the Christmas tree on a table, and it says, "Fiance says this is too much. I should get rid of her, right?"
Okay, first of all.
So here we go, because this is now we're getting into my favorite aspect of Lego guys, and that is their relationships. So Brian, would you say this is too much?
I would say no, and I'd tell my wife to get rid of her shoes.
She's got how many earrings she got?
Yeah, how many
handbags?
How many curling irons does she have?
That was the hair straightener.
Hair straightener, sorry. Yeah, that was
last week.
That was last week. Yeah. That's a big thing in the guys' universe, is to say, "Oh, your wife's got a problem. How many you have? We'll just ask her about her shoe collection." You know,
You probably got 17 types of hairspray and dry shampoo.
Absolutely.
Oh, and you can just go out and buy a new hairbrush anytime you want.
Okay, so people respond to this.
It's a lot, but I don't think it's too much for Christmas, right? Like if they're in like a studio apartment where the bed is like 1 inch out of the picture, then fine. But it's probably okay. So I have
but it's all the Christmas decorate. Like it's taking over beside the Christmas tree, and it's just this huge decorative thing. So I guess it's not taking up a huge amount of the house, but it does feel like it's dominating the Christmas decorations.
I have all these sets. That's the Home Alone house is there. I set that up over the summer or over the winter during Christmas. I like set it up during Christmas, and my wife was like, "Okay, you can put the Home Alone one together if that makes you happy." So I put that one together, and this is Santa's Village was there. And here's the thing about it. It's not too much if it's pretty. And that's the kind of thing I would if I was arguing with my wife, I'd be like, this is very classy looking. And what the other thing you can say is, it's pretty expensive stuff right there. Therefore, it's nice.
I see. But your justification that you're going to use is, well, I also
show it off to the neighbors.
Spent a lot of our money on it.
Well, yeah.
Forget that. You know how we don't have enough money for the utilities? Well, that's okay. So,
but think about it when your nieces and nephews come over and they're like, "Oh, that's a neat," like, you know what I mean? That's
if they're under 10, but like, what happens when they turn 11 and they're no longer impressed with it? So we do have some responses to this about whether or not this is too much. Bruins fan 08 responded, "Too much what? Empty space that needs more Lego?" Then she's right, correct.
My man.
And he said,
he's right.
And by the way, he said, then she is correct. So
don't you fucking dare come against Legos. If your wife is going to come up against my Legos, I'm going to go right after your wife. And Absolutely. That's just the way it is.
Yeah. Sorry. And somebody responds to that, says, "The fiance sounds like my husband, and I still haven't figured out how to get rid of him. I say, get out while you still can." That's a little playful. And I will say, this is something I should mention. This is a very much it's not a male dominated. I mean, it is maybe male dominated, but there's a lot of women who engage in this. All genders, everyone. It's not like a real male hobby.
And everyone's having fun. It's not like guitars, where it was like, I mean, women collect guitars, but not the same way. But I do think like people that have the collecting, I don't have the collecting thing. I've never collected anything in my life. So having all these Legos, that's a different thing for me. This is the first time I collected baseball cards for like a few years. Like I collected Jose Canseco's when I was a kid, but I threw them away when I grew up to be an adult because, trash toys.
So, okay.
Some pieces of paper.
Purple-haired monster says, "My thoughts as well. Plenty of room for at least 2 more trains, and it obviously needs either a gondola or a funicular. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, you need a funicular every now and then
to connect the levels."
See, that's the thing with me. That's why I haven't started my city yet. Because my wife was like, "Let's go get the tables. You can start your city." And I'm like kind of nervous about it. Because like I have all these buildings. I have the Jazz Club. I have the Doctor Strange Sanctum Sanctorum. I have the Avengers, the Daily Bugle from the movie.
Yeah.
I have a police station. That's wrong. I understand. I shouldn't be collecting that sort of thing. But it was one of the last buildings that there was out there.
Yeah, you got to.
Well, that's
You just
interesting.
gotta
Yeah,
buy it.
that's interesting that you say that, Brian, because we will talk about a little discussion later on about how Lego is sort of going anti-police, and that's a bit of an issue. So I do have one more response here. It says, I agree, it's too much. My girl, on the other hand, says I don't have enough. So maybe we can help each other out.
I hate good wife. I hate those guys that come in there and they're like, my wife actually encourages me, you know?
Well, I think you're also missing something here, and Scotchy Rocks is not. Scotchy Rocks, what the reply?
Mr. Burbs.
Looks over at a fishbowl full of keys, all of which have Lego keychains attached. So they're saying, hey, yeah, let's swap wives because your wife likes it. And then they started talking about Lego swinging, which is kind of exciting for us, I feel like. So,
Well, first of all, I have a Lego keychain. I don't know if
Toss it in the bowl.
Toss it in the bowl, Brian. And I have a question. Do you have any, like, is anybody that you know in the lifestyle also into Lego?
I don't know anybody in the lifestyle, Chris. I'm not a pervert, number one.
You haven't asked him.
I guess, and also like that's a good point, DB. He wouldn't know if they're into Legos. Like when he's dealing, when he's like, he's busy, very busy.
Didn't we learn?
I mean,
to be a chomper in a playroom.
Even if he wanted to say something, you know. I
mean, we learned you're not supposed to talk about politics or really anything.
We learned that. Was that on the Sunday stream?
That was on Guys Plus.
Guys Plus.
It was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, check out the Patreon for that Guys Plus episode where we cover playroom chompers, which is kind of fun. All right, hey, we got another video here.
Talking about the vaccine. That was the funny part about it is they were like the playroom bummer is like a guy came in there talking about the vaccine.
Oh man.
So funny to imagine, like you're trying to suck and fuck in the corner, and the guy's like, I don't even know this damn thing. I didn't get it.
So like we're gonna check back in with